Turkey. The meal you get from chicken for Christmas Day. And as we're here since 2005, means 2005. And the last video was in 2011 done. That's what we're today, and we're returning to the calendar for Formula 1 in 2020. Hello everybody, my name is Jay Wines here, and welcome everybody to the fourth round of Roblox 2011 season, guys. It's the Turkish Grand Prix at Instanbul Park in this circuit is so. And we've got 24 draw, have a chance to really qualify for this, guys. And we've got a new stopwatch system for this guy, for this session, guys. And this time down, we're going to have a test. We're going to see how this went so far for this. Yesterday, we were trying to test this on this side, but we changed the pit lane line now, and now he's going to the right hand side instead of the left hand side because driving right into the pits yesterday. So this time down, we'll get everybody to this one, and let's see who's going to be fastest for this Turkish Grand Prix, guys. And after this, we'll be hopefully see who will be on pole position for tomorrow's race. It's going to be an excellent weekend for this, guys, here in Turkey. So, Turkey is the capital city of Turkey, so yeah. Actually, no, Istanbul Park is the capital city of Turkey, though, so let's see. We're going to safety car. We're pretty sure how this one tests this track very quickly there, guys, as we go through it. So yeah, let's see how this one protects the track drivers, goes through it. But actually, let's see how it works for this, and hopefully how this one tests the bags for these drivers to go around this again indeed. So yeah, Istanbul Park is the capital city of Turkey now, but let's see how this will. We updated this from yesterday because driver went into pits yesterday, guys. This time today, let's see how this one upgraded so far. We've got a new drop system for this driver to the laps in qualifying. And let's see how this one pays for that. So first up is Wolfsburg, Keller for Williams. Last time though, he went into pit lane though, but let's see how this one works for this in the new pit lane speed limit we've got there so far. Oh, he's through then, and he will begin his lap here in Turkey, and here he goes. There we go. The lap has begun now for the new stopwatch system we've got there for the 2011 Turkish Grand Prix then. So the timer is used to try to take the driver's lap time and see how long did it took so far for this. So he's heading towards the chicane just gone through now, and going through that triple turn that he goes through right now. Going through turn 7. That's pretty excellent indeed so far for Wilmer's Barrichello. Let's see how this one for the qualifier will be for this so far for this, as he comes round to this second corner now. So let's see. This is Barrichello's on board camera, we'll see. And this is where his lap time is. On the bottom screen, you'll see, guys. And let's see how Wilmer's Barrichello could do bad for this racetrack here in Istanbul Park. So, it's the fourth round of the season so far, guys, for this track, though. And yeah, let's see how Barrichello can do well for this lap time, though. Goes for the 5 curve nice and easily there. And what is going to be his lap way across the line now, let's see. A 37.368 for that lap time for Barrichello. He has gone fastest indeed so far. So, I updated this track overnight, guys, and this time now we have a new layout. We're instead of going to the left-hand side of the pit lane, then the drivers now are using the right hand side for the pit lane when they come into the pits at the end of this lap. But anyway, know about that so far. The next driver is going to be Lewis Hamilton for McLaren. So let's see what the McLaren could do around this Istanbul Park today. And he has begun his lap away so far. So Hamilton on his lap now here in Istanbul Park, guys, in Turkey. He's heading towards turn 3, goes through now. Max is mind the chicane, he goes through in Turkey indeed, as where we go through for this. And we've just gone past the Allianz Bridge there. Before he goes into turn 7 now, and he's going to that massive turn 8 turn. There we go. Look at that go. It's a bit like the F1 cars going over this. This time, this track is going to be returned for 2020 now, and hopefully how he's protected his car will be tuned so far for this. But anyway, he needs to try and beat Barrichello's lap time, which is a 57.368 on his lap. So Hamilton, not better so far for this, guys, here in Istanbul Park, guys. Let's see what Hamilton will do something like this as he goes through to the chicane. He goes through the 5 corners of this track now. Through left and right. And he was coming around to the 5 corner of the track now. Let's see where he will go. Wow, a 57.365. Only 3/10 from Barrichello. Wow. Hamilton's gone far, but it's 3/10 for the second by then Barrichello there. Well done to Hamilton to go faster than Barrichello. So Hamilton, 3/10 of them Barrichello now. But let's see what could Nico Rosberg do for Mercedes. He's coming around the 5 car right now. So Rosberg will begin his lap here in Turkey. And he will begin his lap away so far. So, this is where the third race gets where he goes so far after that. But it's race 4 actually so far. Good track to see here in Turkey again so far, guys. Hearing this. And Rosberg is the next car to do his lap. So, what he can do with his second there indeed. So, over the Allianz sign. There we go. Rosberg's just gone through turn 7 there, going for the massive turn 8 there. Really quick indeed for Nico Rosberg there, guys. But this Turkish Grand Prix, making it all the progress it gets to count indeed, as Rosberg continues on for his lap. So he's heading towards that up here. He goes through now into this right-hander, and he's going to the final chicane of this lap now, guys. So let's see where Nico Rosberg will go for this lap, guys. Let's go. He's going through this final chicane now, guys. Through the left, right, and through the left he goes through now. Where he's going to go there for that lap time is going to be a 57.538. Wow, not good at all. He's slower than the other drivers. 57.538 is Rosberg's time, but he goes third fastest. So we feel we need to finish this session very quickly for this, or my battery's going to run down for this, guys. But anyway, next up is the Lotus, Team Lotus for Heikki Kovalainen. And the Finland's driver is off for his lap so far. So let's see what Kovalainen can do for this track then. So he hasn't won this race, this track just yet, guys. But let's see how Heikki would do so far for this track, though, guys. Just gone through the bump there, so it's in there. We're going to go on Paris for this Turkish Grand Prix this weekend, guys. And force driver off the track there in bit so far for this, guys. So where will Heikki go for this lap, though? So this lap is going to be completely obvious for his completely lap for this, guys. As the time is still ticking on for Heikki Kovalainen for this, guys. This lap is going to be between the there we go, and I'm pointing him, so let's see. He's going up the hill, he goes up there now, right now. Really good for there for Heikki Kovalainen there. For the 2011 season, he's going pretty well for this Team Lotus. Only finished last in the Constructors' Championship last season there, guys. But let's see what Heikki could do for this track. Going through the fire chicane he goes through now. Where is he going to put this lap till he goes him? 57.469 for that lap time for Heikki Kovalainen. And he goes third behind Rosberg in fourth now. So, we're now going to get on to the other Williams driver. That is Pastor Maldonado for Williams Racing. Let's see what the team could do for Williams as they faced the points in the last race in Spain. What they could do here in Turkey as Maldonado begins the race so far. So, just got a bit early there, guys, but that's okay. Maldonado has just begun his lap so far here in Turkey, guys. This track is going to be more impressive than he used to be so far back in the past. Back in his GP2 days. So what will Pastor Maldonado? He's going through turn 8 right now. Pretty sure the progress is making his car better around the circuit itself. As he goes down the hill, he goes through now. So the time needs to be, it's Hamilton 37.365 now. What will Pastor do? So let's see. He's going up to the right hander. That is turn 11. This track's got 14 corners though for this track though. It's going to be more easier than that. So, where you go? Round the right. Round to the... Yeah, left and then right and then the left. But let's see where we go. A 37.408 for that for Pastor Maldonado. And he goes third ahead of Kovalainen. Okay, so... Who is next up to this racetrack here in Istanbul, guys? It's Mark Webber for Webber Racing. So, Webber got into points in the last race in Spain. But the Red Bull team are not doing well so far for this racetrack at all now. But let's see what is Turkey going to do to offer the third at there. They're just going through the first car they're going through now. This Turkish Grand Prix is looking more easier than Webber is so far for Webber Racing. So he's going through now. Through to turn 6, it's just gone past now. Up we go. And going down to the longest right-hander at turn 7. Now going to the triple left here at turn 8. The triple... The massive turn 8 corner, isn't it? As Webber gets through very quickly indeed so far. Webber doing well so far, like Hamilton does, and he's putting it in the second sector so far for this. And he's going down this massive straight there and up to the right hand he goes through now. This is where he climbed with Vettel in 2010. But let's see what we could do for this run in 2011 though, in the Roblox series. But let's see. Through the left and then right and then the final left chicane. The right that's left is going to put Webber there, guys. At 57.475, he has gone just behind Kovalainen. He's fifth fastest at the moment, guys. Not good enough for Mark Webber, though. So, the next one is the Force Injury of Adrian Saturn. Now, let's see what the German would have to do for this racetrack in this one. And he's off for his lap time away so far, guys, here in Turkey. Now, He is doing well so far for this season so far. Now he got the first point. He got 7th place in that way, and that's a good for him for Force City to get back on track of the championship though. Him and Duresta are doing well so far for this team, guys, here in this track, guys. So, let's see what they could do around this track though, guys. As Satu going through the massive turn 8 section he goes through now. Going massive carefully and goes so far for Satu there, guys. As the Force India make its way through the field there. Qualifying is longer than the race, guys. But pretty sure how this one to take some safe battery life to this, guys. But anyway, Satu is going well so far for this lap though. Alright, through the final few corners. Right, left. This is going to be pretty much the Satu there. Let's see where he goes. 57.782 for that for Satu. Not get extra lap time for that, so Satu is not improving at all. Alright, here comes the next driver, which is Jerome Buzz, the Belgian 13 racing driver. Looking good for him. This race in Turkey now. Begins on his hot lap though, here in Turkey, guys, and in Istanbul Park. So this race is making more for Buzz to make his good progress for the race tomorrow. So let's see what he could do for this lap here in Turkey. Turkey has got more than the 57 one for this. But this track is getting more impressive that he goes through this track though. Through the moments turn that he goes through now. Making him more time he gets so far for this, guys. As the 13 race is heading towards down, he goes through for this track though. For this race though. So, qualifying is going to be pretty good for this Turkish Grand Prix for Jerome Brody. Going up the hill he goes through now. This one's going to be pretty much good for this after Spain, guys. After he was disastrous crash down, but 45th and extra 8th player got his first points of the season so far for him. But let's see where he's going to go for his lap time though, guys. Let's see where he goes. 37.442 and was only just about 3/10 from Kovalainen, but actually he has gone ahead though of Kovalainen though. Welcome back to the Turkish Grand Prix in Istanbul Park for qualifying, guys. With 8 drivers completed so far. The rest of the 100 laps so far. The next one is Paul Dresser for Force India. Alright, here he comes. Round the 5 car, he comes through this. And the Scotsman is off race lap here in Turkey. As he goes through this track indeed for this for Force India. Before he goes into turn 3. Really going hot to the heels he's going so far. Round turn 4 he goes so far. And the hotter the car is, the race is going well so far for him. So this is Scott Modresto going through the turns right now. Really going spinning around there so far for Force India though. As he goes through to the longest the most probably turn 8 corner there. And down the straight he goes through now. This is where the race is going pretty much better as he goes through. The Scotsman on the road here in Turkey, guys. As he goes down this towards the right hand there. This lap is going to be pretty sure how this lap pretty better for this one for Paul Dresser though, as he goes well for his lap, guys. We're going into the 5 fields, okay, he goes through now. Round the 5 car, he goes through now. Let's see where he goes. 37.440. That's a good lap there. Only just 2:10 from D'Ambrosio. That's a good lap from Paul Dresser there for Force India. So yeah, this new stopwatch system is pretty much better than the previous one we did so far. So, the next driver is going to do the lap around this circuit. It's Narain Carter for Spanish race. Alright, here he comes. Round the 5 car goes Narain. The Indian driver is off for his lap here in Turkey. So, what he will do for his lap here in this track today, guys. As we go on board him. So, yeah. This track is going more increase here than him so far. As the Indian driver goes on his lap around this 2011 circuit in this track though, guys. Here for this race track there, guys. How is this lap will do something like this in this race tomorrow, guys? Let's see. As we've seen, Carter goes through the turn 8 section there, guys. Much better as he goes easy through there. Very good, excellent pace there. He goes through now. And he goes, so he's a 10th driver going out on track now, guys. So yeah. I wonder what the other driver will do so like this before. So when he goes into the left hand, he goes through now. Actually, the right hand, actually. Heading towards the left. Happy goes through now. Does okay? It's more eats better than it is so far. So where will Carter will go for his lap time, guys? Let's take a look. At 37.424, that's a good lap from Carter though. That's gonna put in just behind D'Ambrosio and Duresta. So he's going to be behind Duresta still, guys. So who is next up is Sebastian Vettel. So Vettel's not doing good so far to start the season though, guys. He retired from the first 3 races of this 2011 season so far. He retired in Australia, he retired in Malaysia, and he retired in the last race in Spain though. No point he has so far for this Vettel though. Only finished 21st last season in 2010 though. We had the first one DNF in China. He retired in Belgium and Abu Dhabi for the final race of the season there. Unfortunately, this 4-time world champion driver Vettel is not doing well so far, but let's see how would the 4-time world champion do well so far for this, guys. As Vettel goes on his lap for Web Racing down around this track though in Instanbul Park for 2011. So what will Sebastian do around this track, guys? Let's see. As for the 2011 season, it's going pretty much better as it is so far, guys. 2011 season was pretty good, better for this. And there's the 2011 year sign. There it is. That's good with this. But we're currently here in 2020, guys. And that's where we're in so far. And there's when he goes to the fire car, he goes through this track now. And goes on 37.469. That is not a good lap for Sebastian Vettel there, guys. And he's got the same lap time as Kovalainen there, so he'll be behind him so far for this. So, Vettel has a year so far for this. What about Jenson Button near McLaren? So, Hamilton's gone faster so far for this. Can Button beat his teammates' time there, guys? Button had a good start to the season so far. Got a podium in Australia. Finished 6th in Malaysia. Retired in Spain, but he's doing well so far. Jenson Sealer is got to a good start so far for the young British driver. The 2009 champion is on his way so far, guys. And how will the number 4 McLaren driver do well so far for today here in this way? He's driving number 2 now because I'm just beating for the 2010 season there, guys. But actually, he beat him so far to it for this, guys. Very through the King goes Jenson Bird there, guys. How this racetrack goes pretty much well for him so far, guys. And he goes through to the right turn. He goes through now at turn number 10 it is. Or actually turn 11 actually. So I'll say it so far, guys. This one's got 40 quite. Going through the round hairpin, the circle roundabout, yeah. So where we go for this lap time now, guys. Oh, I didn't stop it in time, but I'm going to set that it will be a 36.361 for that lap time there. Forgot to say I chose the one camera angle, guys. 36.3 lap time there. Good one for Jenson there. Okay, so the next driver is going to be Fernando Alonso. There he goes, going to the last call right now. And the Spaniard is off his lap now. So let's see what his lap would do so far for the Ferrari drive today for 2011. So, didn't do well in last time in Spain, guy. Didn't get any point in his own way. But let's see what in Turkey could do something like this for Fernando Alonso. For Ferrari for 2011. By the way, 2020 is coming up next after that. And then 2013. We're pretty sure we're getting this year, 2020, get back on the speed for this. As Alonso goes for this section here. This is going well so far for this, guys. Here in Turkey. As Dan Straight goes through now. So, Danny going into the right turn, goes via turn 10 now. Now, head to, no, that's turn 11 actually so far for this, guys. When I go around the roundabout section there, through the left, right, and the left 5-quarter track there, guys. Let's see where you go. At 37.373, Alonso has gone 4th fastest so far for this season, guys. Just slower than Becker and Hamilton. The 2 McLaren doing well so far. Okay, so Felipe Massa's next up for Ferrari now. So let's see how would the Ferrari drive do well here in Turkey, guys. As he will begin his lap here in Turkey now. As he's just begun his lap now. So let's see where this lap will put him so far. Wow, good carry angle there so far for this. For this 2011 Turkish Grand Prix, guys. Pretty not like the 2012 one. We haven't seen that one for this. But yeah, pretty good at that track for this one indeed. And we'll be on the card of 2012 Roblox season for this. But not in 2013 though. So Matt going for the longest turn 8 section there, guys. This is an amazing good corner to be in Formula 1, guys. That's where we go for 2011 there. Barry going through the next chicanes there, turn 9 and 10, and then going down the hill, up to the right, and at turn 11 though. So yeah, this is going to be pretty well so far for this, guys, for this year. So this is going well so far since last year for Felipe Massa though. Well, he could go for this lap time now, so let's get where he go. A 37.4 481. So that's a good lap time for Felipe Massa there. That's good purchase by Kovalo and Sebastian Vettel lap time were. Good luck for Felipe there, guys. So we might skip the rest of the drivers by the end of the session, guys. The next one is Michael Schumacher for Mercedes. Off goes the 7-time world champion now. So let's see where this lap time will put him for the race tomorrow, guys. So yeah. We're pretty sure what Schumacher could do for this race tomorrow, guys. Through the king he goes through now. This is going much better. You go through the track indeed. So yeah. Round the longest right hand at turn 7 and going into massive, the ultimate turn 8 left hander you go through there. That's your full time there. There you go. Schumacher can do pace good for there. Turn 8 indeed. Going into turn 9 now and 10. So that's very good so far for this track indeed for Schumacher. For this track has got 13 cars, but he's got 14 cars for this track there so far, guys. Going around the right hand he goes through now. And let's see where this lap puts him in the race tomorrow. So let's see. Through the skate he goes through now. When he goes into the fire corner he goes now. The Schumacher looking very good to see he could get first place. But let's see. A 37.401. Wow, that was very close indeed for Schumacher though. That's nearly got into the 300s there. But he's going to 37.401 for that for Schumacher though. That's going to put away he's going to think he's in like 8th place. So, coming through the fire corner goes Nick Heidfeld there. As Lotus World has just begun his lap away so far. So what will Heidfeld do for Lotus World GP? So let's see. As Heidfeld goes for turn 3. Down he goes, breaks for turn 4. Turn 5 is next up. This track is really amazing to the lap time in 1 minute. Into 57s, yeah, they need to 1 minute, guys, to like 1 minute and 2. No, not quite like that. So yeah. Okay, going into powerfully, turn 8 he goes through now. Makes sure the race track goes pretty much effort as he goes round there. As his lap time is going more difficult than it is so far for his race track though, guys, for this. So where he would go for this lap time, guys, here in this track, here in Turkey, in Istanbul Park, guys. Going down to the straight he goes now so far. And this one is going to be pretty much better as this so well indeed. For 2013, not quite there yet. As Heidfeld comes round to complete his lap so far. And it's a 37.455 for that lap time for Heidfeld. And that's going to put it just behind, maybe just behind D'Ambrosio and Duresta. So, next up is Vitaly Petrov. The Russian driver is on his way now. So, let's see how he will do something like this. So, Vitaly renamed his Russia now, since it was the Soviet Union. And come back in 1991, and it was the fall of it, and came back for this into 1992, and he's made his colour to light blue, and then he's back to blue in 1993. So praise for Vitaly Petrov, the Russian driver for Lotus World on his way now. Hasn't got purchased just yet. His teammate Heidfeld have won the Malaysian Grand Prix though, so let's see what Vitaly do for this in Lotus Renault. It's now black now instead of it was yellow and black for 2010 now. Now he's using this one for 2011 now. So what will he do so far for this? So, 30 seconds he's just doing his lap so far. Not quicker than Hamilton and Butter's lap time now. Butter's got quickest than Hamilton though. Through the right hand he goes through now. This is amazing good lap time, isn't it, so far for this? And yeah, this is a good track, isn't it? To race in Istanbul Park. So, while he goes into the fire car, he goes through now. And this track is going to be amazing easily so far for this. Let's see where he goes. A 37.582, that's a disappointment lap for Petrov there, guys. That's going to put it just behind the back of the field there, guys. Right then, Kobayashi has just started his lap away so far. We'll just put Petrov back in the pits already. He had a turbo lap so far for that Petrov. So let's see what Kobayashi could do for Sauber. So Sauber were the winning team, so they're not doing well so far this season so far. Winning judges by Hispania Racing. So hopefully they can do some more progress for the team so far for this track though, so. They were doing well so far in 2010. They won the Constructors in 2010 though. But 2011 though, this is not pretty good though so far for this season so far for this. But this track though, Mega Drive goes easily off the track indeed so well here in Turkey, guys, in Istanbul. As he goes through to turn 11. The Japanese driver Kumura is doing his best now. Doing his best now for the Konnichiwa, guys. But let's see how his lap would do something like this. So through he goes into the 5-few corner he goes now for Sauber. And let's see where he's going to go. Will he be faster than the Bo McLaren? Let's see. 57.604. Terrible lap from Kobayashi there. That's going to put him back to the bottom of the field there behind Rosberg. So, The next job is going to do, because this will be the last one, I'll do this recording until I'll do the rest of the job at the end of the video, guys. So here comes Sergio Prey, will be the last one we'll be recording for him, and then we'll do the rest of the drivers though. So let's see how this will do something like this here in Turkey, guys. Let's see. So far we've done about 18 drivers. Press is 1922 is up so far, and we've got the last few cars left to go now to do this one indeed. We're going to miss Toro Rosso's, Trulli, Lucy, and Glock guys do the laps. So yeah, that's what we're really good so far for this season indeed for all these drivers. And let's see who's going to go P1 so far for this one. Bob McLaren doing well so far for this guy indeed. So where will Checker go for this lap time here in Turkey in Istanbul Park, guys? Let's see where he will go. He's going down, he's going straight and head towards turn 11, which is the right hand he goes through now. Pretty good for 2011 though for Perez for Mexican in Sauber. Good one for that. Much better if he goes through this track though. Let's see where Perez goes for this lap. Oh, he's very quick indeed. Let's see where he goes for this lap time there, guys. 57.468 though. Only just one tenth behind Vettel and Kovalainen. That's going to be put just behind these guys indeed. So we're only got about one more drive left to go for this qualifier. So the guy is Timo Glock for Virgin Racing. So let's see, he's the only one left now to do his lap now. So let's see where this guy's going to put him in this race tomorrow, guys. Let's see. So the German driver in the Virgin Racing time is going to be pretty much better for this. And he's off his lap time already so far. Let's go. So let's see what the last man, Timo Glock, could do around this circuit itself at Istanbul Park in Turkey. We'll be returning for 2020 for race 14. So this is going to be pretty much race incident for the race tomorrow, guys. So will it be August Roy on par because he's gone faster than both of the McLaren and Hamilton and Bullet away so far. And now Tim McLaren's the last man who's going to do it. He's the 24th for the final drive today. His car number is 24 for 2011 season. Could 35th last in 2010 season, but the real one to get third. And Glock was won over the championship last season in 2010 in the Roblox series, and beat by Dolorosa in the Sauber team. He retired after that in 2010, but he will come back next season in 2012 for HRT for the team where we will play from España. So please where Team Glock will go for this race track this update, guys. Let's see where we go. A 37.509 means that Glock is not going to go faster at all than August Roy indeed. So there's the qualifier results for this, guys, and we'll be right back who has gone fastest, guys. So here's the final qualifier for the Turkish Grand Prix tomorrow. It's Hamid Algos's pole position for Toro Rosso. He's going to have a good race tomorrow for this, guys. But McLaren are in second and third. I'm hoping to get 1-2 tomorrow, guys. Had a better car in the Williams 4. Fifth is Alonso, Schumacher 6, Maldonado 7, Kotikin 8, De Rest 9, D'Ambrosio 10. But Webber only the 8th further starting on Vettel 15, Webber 16. And Sudir starting on the back of the field race so far. And Petri is in 22nd place. And a lot of drivers are going to have to get some more points if they want to get into points tomorrow, guys. So that's the qualifier result for tomorrow's race, guys. Thanks for watching for this Turkish Grand Prix, guys. Qualifier for this, guys. So, yep. So, well, that's complete it for this, guys. And we'll see you next time, guys, for the race tomorrow, guys. So, who will be the race winner for tomorrow's race, guys, for the Turkish Grand Prix for 2 laps, guys. But we're going to find out tomorrow, guys. And we'll see you next time for the Turkish Grand Prix race and see who will win this race, guys. Will it be Hamid Algos Roy? We'll find out. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.